Okay, hi everybody. So today we're going to focus on when a function is increasing or decreasing. So remember, you read a book from left to right, so you read a graph the same way. So from left to right, if it's increasing, that would be an increase. And from left to right, if it's going downward, that would be a decrease. Okay, and then today we're also going to talk about what it means to be constant, which is going to be a horizontal line. When it's a horizontal line, the x values move, but the y's do not. So let's look at this example. So from left to right, you can kind of see that this is increasing here as well as here. Just going to show you the arrows. So what we're going to do is we're going to write the inequality interval, kind of similar to what we did with domain and range, for when our function is increasing or decreasing or stays constant. So this example, there's no constant, there's no horizontal line, but there is a decrease. So let's focus on increasing first. Okay, so from left to right, where is it increasing? So since this is an arrow, it's going from negative infinity all the way up to -2. I should point out, you're only looking at the x values. And you're only using the less than symbol. So since we're trying to find the intervals for where it increases, it's not increasing at -2. So that's why we don't put an equal sign. It's just increasing from negative infinity to -2. Again, only focus on the x values. Forget about the y-axis. All right, so what's the other one? There's another interval. So if you cover this up, focus on the x-axis. So it starts to increase at 2, looking at the x-axis, from 2 to infinity. Okay, and that's it. Decreasing. So where is it decreasing now? So from left to right, it's going down from this number. So is it -2? All the way to this number. And again, looking at the x-axis, it's going down from -2 to +2. And that's it. There's no constant, so we're going to leave that blank. But I just want to show you what a constant is going to look like. So let's pretend this is me jogging. I start off at a decent pace, but then you know what? I stopped. And the reason why I stopped is time keeps going, but notice my distance didn't increase. So I stopped and then kept jogging. So whenever you see a horizontal line, it means it's constant. So your interval would be from here to here. So you can still do an interval for constant. All right, let's try an NGSLA question together. Okay, so here's my graph. So it's saying for each interval in the table, select a box to indicate whether the function is increasing or decreasing. So x is less than 0. So if you look at x, when is it less than 0? So less than 0 means they're negative, right? X is 0, negative. So according to this graph, we're looking here. So from left to right, do we all agree it's increasing? Okay. What about when x is between 0 and 1? So again, focus on the x-axis. Between 0 and 1, from left to right, do we all agree it's going down? So it's decreasing. When x is between 1 and 2, so between 1 and 2, I believe it's still going downward from left to right. Why don't you guys pause this video and why don't you try the last two? Really pause it and then come back. Okay, so hopefully you tried this and you're not cheating. X is between 2 and 3. So between 2 and 3, you should notice it's going up from left to right. Always look from left to right. and it's increasing. And when x is greater than 3, that's here, it's also increasing. Okay, so hopefully you got those correct. Okay, so what you guys are going to do for me is this worksheet. After you glue your foldable in for the day, I'm going to do maybe one with you. I'll do number 1 for you. So what you guys are going to do is list if it's increasing, decreasing, or constant. This one from left to right is actually only increasing, so there's no decrease or constant. So focus on the x-axis. Where is it increasing? So my x value is what? -1 to +5. So my graph is increasing from -1 to +5. Just a reminder, you're using less than symbols, not equal to. So please complete the front and the back. Make sure you list if it's increasing, decreasing, or constant. Some of them may have more than one, similar to your foldable. And I just want to stress to you, and by the way, feel free to watch this video again, but these are the main things you need to focus on. Only look at the x values and make sure you're only using less than symbols. All right, see you guys tomorrow. This is homework.